Final question.
Yeah. Taoiseach, in relation to the discrimination against pensioners that was discussed earlier on, what you didn't really answer is that despite the fact that I and several others raised this issue when you were the Minister for Social Protection, and you acknowledged then that there was a problem with the averaging and there was a problem with people who didn't benefit from the homemakers' credit being discriminated against because it wasn't retrospective. You acknowledged that a long time ago, at least a year and a half ago, in engagements we had in this House from multiple sides of this House. How come it's taken you this long, and when are you going to do something about it? And by the way, in our budget submission, we did allocate several hundred million for expanding the homemakers scheme. So we did include it in our budget submission, and you said you read them all, so you should know it was in our budget submission at least. But you've given no clear commitment when you're going to deal with this discrimination against more than 30,000 pensioners, many of them women, not all, as you said, women, but it's a discrimination and unfairness nonetheless, which you have acknowledged, and you said then you were going to do something about it, and you've still done nothing about it. When are you going to do something about it?
Taoiseach.
I'll give you the same answer I gave you at the time. There is a problem with averaging, and there is a problem with the homemaker scheme, but the solution is not to go back to where we were before 2012, because there was a problem with that as well. So the proposal that the Department of Social Protection has developed is called the total contributions approach. That will get rid of averaging. It'll take into account the total number of contributions you made over the course of your career. There will be no averaging anymore, and would make provision for a period of homemaking. And as I said as well earlier on, that the first thing that had to be done was an actuarial review of the Social Insurance Fund, because the way the Social Insurance Fund works is PRSI contributions go in and PRSI contributions go out, and that's how the benefits are paid for. So that was the first thing that had to be done. That is done and went to Cabinet a few weeks ago, and Minister Doherty will be in a position to publish for public consultation the new system, which will be the total contributions approach, and should anticipate being able to do that before the end of the year. But as I mentioned earlier, none of these changes are straightforward, and you need to understand the cost, how they'll be funded, how they impact on different individuals, different groups of people, all those other things, and that's why it isn't straightforward. And the fact that there are no computerised records prior to 1985 makes it even more difficult, because individual records would have to be gone through.